Welcome back, viewers. We are not, in the castle any longer looking at Hicks. We're now in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere.
We're actually in between Two River and Green Hill, and what I'm going to start doing is recruiting the squirrels. Actually, what happened is last night, Icon and I were here recruiting the squirrels. Was it last night?
Yes.
I can't remember. Anyways,
Something like that. I think it was last.
I can't remember anymore.
No, it wasn't last night. It was
2 nights ago.
maybe.
Yeah. Anyways.
It was previously.
Yes, recently. We were trying to do this, and we sat here for, 20 minutes? And I have never had it take that long with recruiting squirrels, so we gave up, and now I have a 20-minute long video of us doing absolutely nothing. Then I came back to it this morning. I walked over this exact spot, and, look, we have one of the squirrels. We have Maku Maku.
Not to be confused with Muku Muku, who we already have.
Yes, so the squirrels are special. Muku Muku is the only squirrel that counts towards the 108 stars. He's also the only one that has a different recruiting method. If you remember, we recruited him at the very beginning of the game. If you missed him there, you have a second chance to do it here. So what you have to do is there's a road between Green Hill and the Muse Green Hill border. There's an exact spot on that map that if you hover around that spot, he'll eventually join you. A lot of people say that they have to join you in battle and you have to win first. That's not true. They'll just randomly join you. And you don't even have to be in battle. If you just keep checking your menu, like I have up right now, they'll just randomly be in there. And the only way they'll join you is you have to be alone, which is why there's no one else in the party but me and Maku Maku. We have to be alone. We have to do them in order as well. So Muku Muku would technically be first, even though for anyone who knows the Japanese, Mu is kind of in the middle, so it's kind of strange. So once we have Muku Muku, then we can start in order. So we have Maku Maku, which is who I just got. So they all have a specific spot. A lot of people just say, keep walking down this road, up and down, up and up and down, and eventually they'll join you. That's not true. There's on a specific spot, and for Maku Maku, it's right here. The spots are actually in the Japanese guide, the original Suikoden 2 strategy guide, so I know where they all are. And so we're gonna hit up those spots. And because it takes a while, and we've already tried recording it, I'm not really sure we're gonna record me doing them. I will record the spot, but it's just gonna take too long. So, having said that, we're no longer alone in a group. We have Maku Maku, which means I gotta go all the way back to the castle and get rid of him from the party before we can get the next one. Oh, look how cute he is. He's a little blue squirrel.
He's blue.
Yes. So I'm gonna go back to the castle, drop him off, and come back, and I'm gonna show you the next spot. Maybe hang around for a minute or two in the recording, and then just, pause until he shows up. So.
That's for Miku Miku.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, in a second. Alright, this is a real quick thing. This is the spot Muku Muku is on. We've already gotten Muku Muku, but for anybody who's watching this as a how-to to get the squirrels, this is the spot you need for Muku Muku if you missed him at the beginning, so there you go. Oh, and this is between Green Hill and the Muse Green Hill border, as you can see down the mini-map. Okay. Alright, so this is the spot for Miku Miku. We no longer have Maku Maku in the party, so we are free to sit here and whoosh around and get Miku Miku. I don't know how long I'm gonna sit here and make you watch this, but this is pretty much what you do, is you just sit here on this spot and do a little dance, and eventually the squirrel will join you. Generally it doesn't take more than 10 minutes for me, but like I said at the beginning, for some strange reason, we had a hard time with Maku Maku. But of course, this is the earliest I've ever tried to get the squirrels. I'm not sure if that's also a factor in this. I usually don't get the squirrels until much later, if I even bother, because, like I said, they're not required. They're just for fun. And I'm going to try to do as much as I can, so... I think I'm gonna pause it because this is kind of boring, and I want to get all the squirrels in one video. So.
I can talk more if you want it to be less boring.
Well, no, it's just someone might be trying to use this specific video on how to get squirrels. They might type in Suikoden 2 squirrels or something, and.
Are you saying that my talking would not help it be less boring?
Anyways, I'm pausing. Alright guys, so it took us about, well, the timer said 16 minutes, but we stopped to look something up randomly, so I'd say more like 10 or 12 minutes to get Miku Miku here. And I didn't go into battle. I mean, I just opened the menu. As you can see, he pulled out his tonfa, which shows that I was not in battle, so we can look at Miku Miku there. Oh, I was right, it is the girl with little girly eyes and the pink cape. So, Alright, well, I'm gonna go drop off Miku Miku and then work on Meku Meku, so see you in a bit. Okay guys, so now we're in the spot for Meku Meku.
Meku Meku.
What'd I say?
Meku Meku.
Okay. So it's just this spot right here where I was standing to begin with. We're just gonna... Oh! Look! We already have Meku Meku! Wow!
Okay, well you guys just saw it. That was about 10 seconds.
Yeah, literally, we did... I really wish I had shown the menu first because we did not have him. That was awesome. Well then.
Little bucktooth.
Let's go over to Moku Moku. Wow, that was awesome.
Well, we gotta drop off Meku Meku before we...
crud. Alright, well, I'm gonna go drop him off, and then we're gonna go get Moku Moku. Okay, viewers, so now we are down to... See, I have no squirrels. I have Moku Moku left over. Moku Moku is probably by far the most obnoxious squirrel to get. You know, just start moving now. He's been known... A lot of people get all the other ones and then never see Moku Moku, and I don't blame them. I mean... We saw how fast we just got Meku Meku. That's not unusual for me, but Moku Moku can take forever. I mean, I've spent hours doing this, and he'll eventually just show up. In fact, my English strategy guide even says, be patient, he'll show up eventually. I always thought that was really funny. But this is his spot, so we're just gonna wander back and forth. And I was gonna dedicate a whole video to the squirrels, and Icon says we still have like 6 minutes left, so... Is that right?
6.5, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to record us trying for a little while, but if we start to run out of time, I'm going to pause until it shows up. But...
Well, we can record like 6 more minutes of blather if you want.
Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Because
oh, sweet.
I know a lot of people might be just watching this video. They might type in, like, Suikoden 2 squirrels. I wouldn't doubt it. So I'm kind of keeping this a little separate from the whole Let's Play, just in case someone's using it for that reason. In case, you know, you guys don't really want to watch me get squirrels.
So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, but I want to make sure we have 2 minutes left.
Okay.
I don't want to blabber on too long, because...
Well, I'll stop you before we get to the 2-minute mark.
Okay.
So, let's talk about pop culture in Suikoden.
It's kind of random.
Go! You're on the spot.
Hicks!
Okay, what's the pop culture reference?
I don't know.
You're working on that still, huh?
I actually, just signed up for this new GameStop rewards card because their old card was really stupid. Well, I guess some people would probably... They had that Edge card at GameStop, and it was only good if you actually traded in your games, which I think is a horrible travesty. Why would you ever get rid of something so wonderful as a video game? I don't know. I've never sold any of my video games. Okay. I personally have never sold any of my own video games. However, my mom and dad decided to sell all of my precious TI and Commodore 64 games when I was little. I will never forgive them for that.
Seriously, she holds it against them to this day.
Yes, I'm forever searching for one game. I have all the games I used to own, except for one.
I was gonna say, yeah, you got, what was the one, Grandma's house or whatever it was?
Grandma's house. Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. I had a Spider-Man game, actually, for the Commodore 64.
Actually, wait, why don't you describe the one you're still looking for, because we can't figure out the name of it.
Okay, so, just in case if any of my viewers have played a Commodore 64, the game I'm looking for is an educational game, because I was really little when it came out. It was spelling, and I don't remember the title. I remember the front of it had a tractor on it, and the whole point of the game was you get scenes like an orchard, and you'd have to type in orchard, and the orchard would appear. Type in farm, tractor, and the tractor would appear. And you had to learn. There was no instructions or anything. You just had to figure it out. That you had to type in certain words to get certain things. Like you couldn't type an icon wouldn't just randomly appear on the screen. I mean, only certain things. So you just had to keep guessing. And then if you typed them in a bad order, then something funny would happen. Like there was a zoo scene. If you typed in child and then lion without typing in cage in between those, the lion would skirt over to the kid and the kid would disappear. So, and then you'd lose. I think the reason I'm really looking for the game is, my family has this weird thing that we will see something funny and we'll probably mention it as a reference for the rest of our lives. And one of the things we do all the time is actually from that game. There was a castle scene, and if you typed in ghost, this, 10 pixel ghost would show up on the screen, and he'd show up for a second and he'd go doo-doo, and he'd go away and he goes doo-doo-doo-doo, and he'd get bigger, and he'd disappear and get bigger and bigger, and then he'd go doo-doo-doo-doo, and like in the front of the screen, it'd scare the freaking crud out of me every time. I loved it. I would always type in ghost and scream bloody murder. Not like I didn't see it coming. But for the most part, if he did the whole song, he'd go doody 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 doody, and anytime ghosts are involved, my family would always be like, ghosts don't say boo, they say doody 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 doo. And my dad used to scare me with that noise, he'd come up from behind me and do that and scare the freaking crud out of me. Good times.
But anyway, so yeah, major reference points if somebody can get that one, or major bonus points if somebody can get that reference.
Yeah,
we don't
I'm
even
gonna
know what it is.
if someone can actually find that game or give me the title of that game, I'm gonna have to give huge points. I don't know how many points, but
Yeah, because even we don't know the reference. So anyway, and that's, by the way, we're past the 2-minute mark a little bit now.
alright, well, I'm gonna pause until it shows up. Okay, guys, so we have Moku Moku. According to Icon, it took us 41 minutes total to do it, but I had to keep going back to town because I kept getting poisoned, and I was being real stickler for antitoxin, so I just actually bought antitoxin. Oh my god, and now I have no use for it, so I got 2 stacks of this stuff.
We had actually read online, we didn't really have a chance to test it, but we had read online that if you go to a town and then come back to the spot where the squirrels are, you have a better chance to get the squirrel right after coming back. And sure enough, like 2 of the squirrels we got like right after coming back from a town.
Yeah, and the screen stutters for you too as well, like really fast, like when you know you have the squirrels. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to the castle and play around with the squirrels for a bit, so be right back again. Okay guys, so now we have all the squirrels, and they do Unite Attack. So let's watch them do Unite Attack against this dark bunny. Whoosh. Pretty much it's just instant KO to any enemy you want. I've never actually tried doing this to a boss. I'm kind of curious now.
Somehow I doubt it would work.
Yeah, but there you go. Do we have time to play around more with them?
We got a minute and change.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're gonna end this video with all the squirrels in the bath, and there's Miku Miku over there on the left on the girl's side. So I've never actually brought the squirrels into the bath. And you can even see Moku Moku over there. He's the one with his eyes closed. That's cute. Okay. So I think that's everything I wanted to do with the squirrels, and that's everything the squirrels do. I mean, we just haven't seen them in the castle yet, but we'll see them later in the game when we explore the castle. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and anybody who is watching this to get the squirrels, I wish you luck. Bye, guys.
Have fun with it. Bye, guys.